Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. We have arrived here in the Beacon Hills, and apparently it's raining, which is not good news. We need to do a few things here. We need to cover the Rohirrim tracks. We need to... Oh, horse tracks. Ah, I guess you mean these. Alright, fine. I'll conceal these tracks as if it's possible for an army to be quiet enough to be able to stay covert, so to speak, especially when you consider that there's another army on the other side of them also. So, I mean, really. Let's see what I could do with this. I think I'm supposed to be... Am I supposed to kill some of these guys? Defeat Warg Riders and Warg Rider Messenger Bearers. Orc Messenger Bearer. And he's riding in a warg. And it opens up a new deed. Alright. Well. Only 9 more of those to go. So that's what I need to do for that. Oh, I need to look for these horse tracks so I don't miss them. Horse track number 2. And I guess this is defeat many warg riders and far annoying. Yeah, like I'm gonna manage to do that. I need to find the tomb at Halfirian, and I also need to look for Sithgar. I'll presume that Sithgar will, well, who knows where he'll be. We'll find him eventually. Should I do these in any particular order? Well, I guess wherever I find somebody. Now, what do we have here? We have raiders, just regular orc raiders. There's no quest for killing them yet. I'm sure there will be eventually. Right now, let's concentrate on these hoof prints that they sent me all the way back here. Now, first off, are you telling me that covering up these 12 small hoof tracks in a small area like that is going to make any difference whatsoever? Because I would think that if an army left only those 12 small points, they're going to be pretty hard to find, especially with these warg riders trampling things all over the place. Whew. Then again, this place seems to be filled with Ubruks. These Ubruks are elite. Now, since we are at the 103 area, 104 zone, when I get at the level, it shouldn't be too bad because this is the level range where elites were the least of a problem. Though they may have adjusted things since then, so that might not still be true here. But alright, here's one who's a signature. So we have some signatures here I've seen there. I even saw an elite master for a war leader at one point. So the low ones are your signatures. And even the signatures are hitting nasty. Oh, no wonder, because maybe because I'm only... It's because I'm only 102 and he's 104, but that shouldn't make that much of a difference. Because I remember what I did to that spider warband the other day, and that wasn't too much of a problem, so I would think that I should be able to handle a single signature. But this is taking forever. But this does tell me that I shouldn't go around messing with the elites. And definitely not that elite master. If I do survive, it'll probably take me half an hour to kill him. right? Are you done yet? Good grief. Well, they're tough. Alright, this quest here, maybe I'll just ignore this quest. I'm not going to call this a readily sellable quest. The raiding party. Small fellowship. Well, I can officially decline it because it's not a sellable quest. Thank you! And I think that is a very well-marked quest because I might have been able to handle it back in the day when the area was originally launched, but it looks like they did readjust the area. Of course, that may mean that Mordor will be a little bit less of a shock in going to it. Because one of the big problems with Mordor was that the 105 range was probably one of the easiest ranges in there, and then you had the Mordor range, which was one of the toughest ranges in there. So going from 105 to 106 was, ooh, nasty. That's all I gotta say about that. And that's what you gotta. Now they're called orc messenger bearers, but they're goblins. Definitely taking the term orc loosely. Not that Tolkien himself intended there to be much of a difference between the meanings of the terms. Are you going to be well, while he does that, thinking maybe looking for some hoof prints while I was fighting him, but apparently he turned back just in time for me to deal with him anyway. Now, let me see more hoof prints. Maybe they are bearers of messages intended for orcs or written by orcs. So it's talking about the message rather than the... So in which case, I would think it would say the hyphen would be between orc and message rather than between message and bearer. Well, whatever is the case, I've done my quota of those, and it's time for us to head on down, find the last few horse tracks that we need to clear out, and then we could report to town. Well, we could look for a tomb, we could look for Sithgar, and we have other things we could do after that. There's another ostensibly soloable warband out here, but I have a feeling that warband consists of Borg riders, and somehow I don't think that's going to be a very comfortable thing to face. So I may just decide to ignore that one, at least until I get a couple more levels, because I have a feeling that's going to be a lot more annoying than that spider I was facing earlier. Is there anything else I need to find? One last set of tracks. I think we covered up the trail sufficiently to confuse whoever is searching for the Rohirrim. And if you believe that, it looks like it's just a signature and a normal. Maybe it is doable. Well, if they weren't going so fast that I would probably have to be riding my war steed in order to be able to catch up with them, and that's always a bit of a problem considering that they'll probably take me through half the region before I get them. So, as I said before, I'll pass on that, and I think I'm going to head to town. Welcome to Rohirrim. So I believe I need to deliver a couple of quests here. He doesn't seem to be very happy. Either that or he's trying to practice with the spear. Hello?
There is nothing for it. I was born under an ill-fated star.
Old Gulthlof sent you? Ha! Well, he was not wrong to be worried, and I must confess, I'm in need of some help. Oh, what's that? He's a soldier, Rohan, who is not very happy at the moment. Alright, what do you need help with?
Others shall earn glory. I shall be stuck in the mud.
Fortune scowls on my every venture, Warden. I was given a horse, half broken in, and now she's run off on me. Twice I have found her again, only to have her bolt off again. I could lead her to a stable. Before you could, yes. Like as not, she has returned to the hills west of the ford, in view of the Entwash. But what use is that going after her again? My Aeroid has gone on without me at a brisk pace at that. What hope have I of catching them up? None. No hope at all. Alright, I'll see if I can find that horse. Oh, this gives polished marble trinkets, which is good because I'll need some in order to get my Warden Return skill. Hello?
Gondor needs your aid.
Yeah, so she can take me to the Warstead. Alright, fine. To Minas Tirith. And also to Aldburg, of all places. I decided to look around town for a few more quests, and I found there's a beacon keeper.
Dark skies, worrying times.
If only I had looked after the lights of Osriman as I did the beacons upon their hills. Lanhar once our lights left burning at night, now but we shall go dark as a winking eye, as I left the supplies at the beacons. If you should venture out, Warden, will you visit the beacons and gather the flint and paraffin that I left there? There's no one else here to do it, I'm afraid. Paraffin and flint. Okay, and what else do you need?
Yes?
Yes, if you should find yourself out amid the mouths of the Entwash, perhaps you might gather some East Cloak for me? Ents Cloak for me, yes. It is of no great consequence, but the leaves of the plant work wonders for the aches of the old, such as myself and Lady Galanhar. I will find a way to thank you for your troubles, if you did bring me some. Alright, fine. I will look for this. I think I need a couple of more polished marble trinkets if I'm going to be able to... Actually, how am I doing on marble trinkets? I don't think I have any yet, right? Yeah, I thought so. So I'm going to need a few of those if I'm going to be able to get that port. Now, what else do I need to do around here? Ah, I found Lady Galanhar. Oh, and she needs me to do a great deal.
Ah, well met.
I can make neither head nor tail of what this tatter-tongued shepherd is trying to say. There is a bad man, it seems, and a message, and I can get no more. I wonder, is he speaking in the tongue of sheep or of men? Ah, and what manner of thing are you? Do you speak sheep by any chance? Why don't you try and see if you can get anything out of him? Alright, I'll see what I can do. Hello?
Well, what is it then?
Message the badman bade me bear to Lady Gladhar. I see now why she thinks he's speaking sheep. Yes, only every time I think of what I've got to say to her, my heart quails and my tongue stumbles and the right foot tumbles out itself. I was standing in the shade of a tree, talking to one of my sheep, when I looked up, and there they were, all about me, fearsome swords in hand. And then the badman fixed me with his eye and spoke. He holds the lives of 3 sons of this place in his hand, he said, and for a sum of gold he might let them slip through his fingers. He bade the keeper of this place, Lady Gladhar, he must have meant to meet him upon the eastern slope of Calenhad, above the river. I bid you, Hobbit, and to say it to lady here, for I cannot. All right. He's too nervous to speak with her ladyship. Anyway, I have a translation for you from Sheep.
We have little light. We must make our own. We
What?
have little hope. We must make that too.
My 4 sons and husband went to war after the last beacons. Useless, but he holds only 3 sons. What can it then mean? I see. If this ransomer said not my names, but only the keeper of the old Ostriman, then I shall play the prudent course and send another in my stead. Now, where is that blasted fool Gondrod? Hoping to weather the wrath, it seems. Will you find that rascal for me? He is skulking somewhere in Ostriman, I'm sure of it. Well, alright. I'll have to find him. Suppose I'll have to... Alright, what next?
Enemies surround us, yet we will defy them.
Oh, this is a repeatable. Yes, have you stood upon our walls and looked out? I have, often, and in the last days I have seen scouts of the foes brazenly keeping watch. If they are so brazen, they may bring report of our vulnerabilities to attack. If they attack us in force, we will surely fall. If only someone would go out there and give those scouts a lesson in humility and decorum, I feel sure that we will think twice about venturing close enough for us to get in their eyes. Yes, alright, we'll see about that. And the straw men of Ostrimon. Oh, another straw man
We
quest?
must not stand idle. There's much to be done.
We know our enemies are out there beyond the walls. They haven't let themselves be seen, scouting, prowling, marching about. We know that their numbers are great indeed. What I fear is that they shall soon see that our numbers are so few. The able men have marched for war, and even our able women number few. We must make some display of arms, or else it will be plain as day. The light of day would be welcome change, won't that be? I've a plan, but am beggared of able hands. Will you help me with this, Warden? We shall be making men of straw. Yes, you came far beyond from these walls, so perhaps you can venture back there and find me a good number of sticks and trampled grass. It grows along in some spots, and the harvest will be easy. Alright, so find some grass and some sticks. Well, they are setting me up to quite some work, but I shall get plenty of marbles I can use for getting my warden port. Now, where were we? Yes. I guess we need to head out of town and start gathering all these things. Before I head out, though, I need to find Gondrad, and I've searched all over the place. Well, I can see now why she thinks he's useless. Hello there.
No good will come of this. I know it.
Eh? You found me? Wait a moment. Who are you? Oh, no matter. You have clearly come from beyond these walls, and this bodes doubly ill for me. First, because if you came from out there, then Lady Glathar will deem it safe enough to send me out here. And second, because she has surely sent you here to summon me for just that cause. Unless she merely wishes to whip me with another 30 lashes of her tongue. Oh, I deserve the lashings well enough, but even a guilty hound will hide his snout from his mistress's wrath. Well, there's no escaping it. Let us go and hear my lady's command. Well, back to her ladyship. Alright, now let's see what type of tongue lashing he gets.
We will do what we can with what we have.
Ah, there you are, Gondrod, you craven rascal. Listen to me. I have received grim tidings that my sons and perhaps your lord never reached Minas Tirith, but were waylaid by some enemy captain or highwayman on the way. As you should rightfully have been with them, I am sending you to treat with the ransomer. Warden, I ask this of you. Go with Gondrad and keep him safe. He has much to answer for, but I deem a foolish death to be insufficient punishment for a general waste of a penance. I have no one more capable of keeping him safe, I'm afraid, and must rely on you. Oh, thanks a heaping deal of confidence. Will we be able to find her sons? Will we be able to find a missing horse? Will we be able to find that too? Will we be able to do anything else? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.